Good morning, guys. Welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Today is the first day out of lockdown. So what's the date? The 2nd. It's the 2nd of December. It's the Wednesday after, well, it's the Wednesday everything has reopened. So as you can tell, I am off to the gym. It's been a month. I haven't trained at all apart from doing my physio exercises, so this is probably gonna hurt a little bit. I'm expecting to get some DOMs after. I am training upper today. I am not allowed to train lower at the minute, which is really sad. But my physio has told me that my back and core and things like that probably aren't ready for weights yet, so I have some assisted body weight stuff. I'm not even allowed to do body weight. I've got to do assisted body weight stuff that I'm allowed to do, but I'm allowed to train upper without doing push exercises. So I am off to do some upper and also do my exercises that I've got to do every day. It's quite late in the morning. What time is it, babe? 5 to 12. Jesus Christ, what have I been doing? Oh, I had a lie-in. I had a lie-in this morning. I've been dealing with Oakley and doing his training, and then I've just been sitting, and now I'm ready for the gym. Today's a bit of a weird day actually, because Jack was meant to be in work today, but he hasn't been feeling great, so he stayed home just in case, you know, with all the corona. It's better be safe than sorry. So we're back at home, but I have a hair consultation today in town, so I'm going to be going to the gym, coming back, and then going into town anyway. And my mama is looking after Oakley today because she was going to look after him while I went into town anyway, and she was very excited for this, so I'm not going to deny her this because Jack's not feeling very well, so I need to drop him off. So the plan is to first go to the gym. Should I include my workout, do you think, or just leave it? We'll leave it. If you want to see the upper body workout, because my plans changed since I last did my last upper body workout video, so if you want to see the upper body workout video, comment below and I'll put it up. But I'm not going to include it in today's video, so I'll catch up with you after the gym. Oh, that was bright. I'm back from the gym, and I'm going to try and be positive. I'm not going to rant at you for too much, because I don't want to be that kind of a person that just comes on and complains. But like, guys, it was so bad. It was so bad. Like, I was literally just saying this to Jack, so he's probably going to hear me repeat everything, but I went in knowing it was going to be bad. Like, people aren't going to be paying attention to the rules and it's going to be busy, and I told myself I'm just going to ignore it all, because I think I've mentioned before that I really struggle with people breaking the rules, and I just struggle with a lot of people. And I went in thinking it's going to be bad, I'm just going to ignore everyone. Like, I'm just going to like tunnel vision it and not pay attention. Oh, hello, gorgeous boy. Hello. You should come and cheer mommy up. Oh, that was a kiss in my mouth. Lovely. Tunnel vision, gonna ignore everyone. And it was, if I'd done that before lockdown, I would have been fine. Like, if the people were doing as they were before lockdown, it would have been fine. Like, I would have been able to just get on with it and be okay. But it was so bad, I couldn't even just ignore people because people were in my space. Like, not even oh, they were less than 2 meters away. Like, they were literally in my face. Like, they were this close to me, and it was just so bad. It was really busy. Not like crazy busy, because I think that'll come at like 5 o'clock, but it was busier than what it would have been before lockdown. And people weren't wiping down their equipment. I think, I want to say I saw about 20-30 people wipe down stuff, and I want to say there's probably like 150 people in there. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch, maybe about 100, but I only saw like 30 people wiping down their stuff. No one was wearing a mask, and I know, like, you don't have to wear a mask, it's not in the rules, but you'd think people would learn from the fact that we just came out of a lockdown, that you'd go above and beyond the rules. Like, why just do the bare minimum? go above and beyond so we don't have to go into another lockdown. Like, it's so stupid. I was the only one wearing a mask. I saw one girl leave with a mask, but I saw her training and she wasn't training in it. And it was like social distancing wasn't a thing. Like, it was so tight knit, and people were just training next to me. I was on the cables, the little ones where it's like one side and one side, and someone came and trained on the cables next to me, and I got pissed off, walked away whilst I was still like on the equipment. Like, I was just standing further away. Are you doing bicep curls with Oakley, are you? And he came so close to me. He stood on the rope that I was using. Like, he literally just stood on the rope I was using and stood there as if I wasn't there. And people were training with people when we're in tier 3, and it was just so bad. Like, it's gotten to the point where it was that bad that I'm genuinely contemplating not going. And I like, the gym is my thing, and like, you guys know that I'm struggling with an eating disorder and a body image disorder at the minute. Like, I really struggle with the idea of not going to the gym, but it's that bad. I'm thinking about not going to the gym. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna have to go because my physio exercises, I need a TRX. So it was bad, but I'm gonna focus on the positives. It was really good to be back. It was freaking weird. Like, it was odd. I am like, the first time after lockdown, the first time after the first lockdown, it didn't feel strange, it just felt good to be back. But today it felt weird. Like, I felt like I was wearing no clothes, because obviously I'm just wearing my sports bra and my leggings. I felt like I was wearing no clothes. I felt weird being in a different space to my flat. Like, I've been shopping like to the shops and stuff through this, but honestly, it felt so weird being in like a different, oh, this is gonna go really dark. It felt so weird being in a different room, and it felt so dark and like vast. Like, honestly, like, it was freaking weird being at the gym. But I enjoyed training, I enjoyed being at the gym, I enjoyed lifting weights. I've missed it so much. But it's just a shame about all the crap and the way people are being. I'm just hoping it's going to improve, but I highly doubt it. So anyway, that's my little rant over. I apologise that you guys had to hear that. But I'm going to make some lunch now. Well, I'm going to give Oakley his lunch, and then Jack's making me some chicken, and yeah, we're still eating the leftovers from the Christmas like party we did, like decorating, so I'm gonna be eating more leftovers. But we're gonna do Oakley's lunch. Can't think what training I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna go do some lunches. Okay, I'm just really quickly updating you. In the car, on the way to take him to, oh look, it's my favourite people ever. Look, these people walk past our house all the time. We've got 3 golden retrievers. I love them. On the way to drop him off very quickly, because I don't know whether I'm going to make my appointment in time, and because I'll end up talking to my mama. So yeah, he is in the back. We are going to my mama's. Obviously I'm not going to go near her, and all the social distance stuff is in place, but yeah, on our way there now. Okay, I've just pulled up in town, and I kind of rushed here because I thought it was going to be late. Now I'm 15 minutes early, so I just thought I'd chat to you guys for a bit. So I dropped Oakley off. It's the first time he is staying with my grandparents, because of lockdown obviously, and yeah, it just hasn't came about. So it's the first time he's going to be staying there. My mama was absolutely buzzing. She was so excited to look after him, like so excited. Charlie talked to me, she was just like, yeah, I'll take him, and then went. So I think he's gonna have a good time. They have the biggest garden. Like, I think I've mentioned in the vlogs before that we use their garden to like have him exercise, and he's got his little coat, so I think he's going to be out in the garden quite a bit and playing. So hopefully he's tired when we get him later. I think the plan is, now I've got this appointment at 5:15. It's 5 now. It's only a consultation, so I'm only going to be in there for 15 minutes because I just wanted to chat about what I want to do with my hair, because at the minute it's just, I'm getting sick of the balayage root thing that I did. Like, I did that originally because I didn't want to dye it so often, but then as soon as my roots come in anyway and the balayage gets longer, I hate it anyway. Like, I'm sick of having one colour here and then one colour here, and I also want it back bright as well because it's all washed out obviously with lockdown, because I've just been using like a normal shampoo rather than my colour shampoo, so it's all washed out and I'm just sick of it really. So I've came in to see what they think and how much it's going to cost, and then how much it'll cost to upkeep, because if it's going to be like 100 quid every time, it's not, I don't have that money. So we're gonna see. I kind of just want it nice for Christmas, like, even though I'm not going to see anyone at Christmas and I'm not going to see anyone a lot really, I just kind of want it nice for me and it just make me smile. And yeah, because when I got it done last time, maybe not last time, the time before, I didn't really have the chance to enjoy it last time, but when I got it done the first time and it was bright pink, I loved it. Like, it made me feel so happy. So I think it's just something that I need at the minute. So I've came in to ask them what they think. I was actually really fortunate to get an appointment on the first day of lockdown, like, ending. I find that crazy. I thought it would be packed all the time. So yeah, gonna go in, see what they think. If you're interested, I go to the Junkyard in Newcastle. They have a one in Whitley Bay as well. I've been there as well, but I fancy coming to town. It's a nice little trip and day out, isn't it? So it's the Junkyard in Newcastle, because they are just amazing at bright and coloured hair. Like, it's amazing. I'll put a little pop-up of their Instagram here. Like, they're amazing. So yeah, this is where I am. I'm gonna go in now, see if I can get seen a little bit earlier, because I need to get home, because I need to do editing. I have very stupidly left the editing for the day's vlog up until the day, so I need to get back, and then I think Jack's gonna pick Oakley up. Okay, just been in, I'm back. It was a bit of a weird one, actually. I don't, like, the person who was meant to be doing my consultation had went home, so someone else had to do it, and I don't think they expected me to be asking questions. I think they thought it was just to do a patch test, so I don't know what happened. But I have an appointment now. I'm going in on Friday to get my hair done. I'm not doing as big of a change as I wanted, but like, if I wanted to do as big of a change as I wanted, it would have been like damaging my hair kind of thing, and I don't want to damage my hair. I want to keep it nice and healthy. So yeah, I'm there on Friday. The plan now is to head back home and swap with Jack, because like I said, I've got a lot of editing to do. So I am going to go home and do some editing, and then Jack's gonna go and grab Oakley from my mama's, see how that go. I've texted her asking if it's going okay, and she hasn't replied. She's probably too busy playing with him to reply to me. So yeah, I'm gonna head back home now and get some work done. Back home, and oh, are you doing that, are you? Let me see your view. Yeah. And look who is back home, Mr. Whinge Bucket.
Here he is.
He had a lovely time at Mama's. He was playing with my Mama's dogs, who are also 2 Cocker Spaniels. He's now a part of the pack, apparently. When we've been before in the garden, he's kind of been a little bit scared of them. Well, one of them is scared of him, and one of them just ignores him, and he's always been a little bit scared. But today, you were playing fetch with them, weren't you, apparently? Yeah, and you were good as gold, apparently, which is great news. So yeah, back home now. He might be going there when I have my hair appointment on Friday, and now we are just trying to make some tea and figure out what we're having for tea, because we both can't be bothered to cook. So I think Jack's having cheese and crackers, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have all these crackers with all the cheese.
And I don't know what I'm gonna have.
Also cheese and crackers?
Possibly.
If there's any.
Diet's kind of went out the, not diet, like just my usual eating pattern. It's kind of got out the. No, that doesn't work. What I usually eat is kind of went out the window recently. I've just not been, I can't be bothered to cook, and I'm not saying by any means that what I do is cook. Why is that fish out? When was that took out? I'm not saying by any means what I do is cooking. I literally cook meat and cook veg, and that is it. But even, I can't even be bothered to do that. I've completely lost my motivation.
No, I cook meat and veg for lunch. What do you mean?
I meant normally, but thank you for that.
Welcome.
Do
you like this cheese, yeah?
Yes. Oh, Jack, I've been trying to film this fucking clip for 5 minutes.
It's a vlog. It's a life vlog.
Yeah, me talking to them, not me getting interrupted by you.
Video life vlog.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna stop babbling on because Jack obviously doesn't want me to talk to you guys. So I will catch up with you once I've figured out what I'm having to eat. Okay guys, it is now actually the next day. Oh, you're a bit tall, aren't you? That'll do. It's the next day. I had food. We just did like the rest of the cheese and the crackers, and then we had just some picky stuff again. I wanted to come on and finish this, and I was wanting Oakley, can you shush please? Yeah, you're okay, thank you. I've been wanting to talk to you guys about something for a while, and I wanted to do it in this vlog, but I never got round to it because I just kept putting it off, and yeah. So the thing I wanted to talk to you about was my eating, because if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know there's been a bit more of a update since the last video I did. I was just having a look, and the last video I did, I'm pretty sure that was the disordered eating video I did, and that was ages ago, like ages ago. I don't think I've gave you any updates in any other videos, so I'm gonna just talk to you guys as if you don't know anything, but if you do, I'm sorry for repeating it. But yeah, I wanted to give you a bit of an update about my eating, because obviously I told you guys that I was gonna, if you haven't watched the other video, maybe go back and watch that one. I'll link it in the top corner. Yeah, if you haven't watched that, I was talking about how I was going to get some help for my disordered eating and my relationship with food, and I have since done that. I went back to the doctors, and well, I say back to, I went to the doctors for the first time about it. It was just a uni counsellor that I talked to about it first, but I went to my GP, my new GP, because obviously I've moved back home, and I had a telephone appointment because obviously couldn't get a proper appointment with everything that's going on, and I talked to her about it, and she was really good. It was a really lovely experience. Well, obviously not a lovely experience, that's probably taking it too far, but it was a really good experience and positive experience, because I think there's so many people who have such bad experiences with like doctors not saying there's anything wrong with them or not understanding, but the doctor I saw was really good, and she took it seriously and listened to me and kind of just gave me my own space to talk about it. And she has, I don't like saying she's diagnosed me because she didn't outright say I'm diagnosing you with this, but she has indicated that she believes that it is an eating disorder and a body image disorder. So from there she referred me to a charity, because unfortunately in Northumberland, which is where I live, we don't have an eating disorder service because we don't have the funding for it anymore. So she referred me to a charity in Northumberland called Talking Matters, which is, it's kind of a general mental health. I know you want to play when I'm talking, but I'm too busy right now. Talking Matters is just kind of like a general mental health charity that deals with people with all different types of issues, and they do CBT, they do group therapy, they do quite a lot of different things. I already knew about them because Jack's mum works with them with her job, so I knew a little bit about them. So when they said Talking Matters, I wasn't like, oh, what is this? I knew a little bit about them, so I had to self-refer there, because obviously it's just a charity. So after the conversation with the GP, I self-referred, and from there I had to have an assessment to tell them what the issues were, and then they would kind of like see what they think was appropriate for me, like what therapy or that kind of thing. And there was a bit of a kerfuffle. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know there was a bit of a kerfuffle. I basically missed my assessment because my phone wasn't working. So I had my assessment booked in, and I was having a really bad day with my body. Like I was feeling really crap about it, and I just wanted to speak to someone about it. And then I found out, so my appointment was booked in at 2:45 or something, and then I was sitting with my phone literally like this from like 20 to 3, and it didn't come through for ages. And then obviously I was waiting with my phone like this, and a text, I'd had a text from my mama a few days before, and then not a few days before, like a few hours before, and then I was like, right, while I'm waiting, I'll text her back. And I texted her, and the text bounced, like it was like it couldn't send, and I was like, what? And I've had issues with my phone before, and I got Jack to try and ring me and it wouldn't go through, and then I restarted my phone and I had a voicemail off them saying, we've tried to contact you. If we don't hear from you by the hour, we'll have to discharge you, because it's our policy that if you don't pick up for your appointment, you get discharged. And obviously I didn't realise until like 3:05 that my phone wasn't working, so I got discharged from it. And then I rang up straight away when I realised it wasn't working and told them, and the lady on the phone, bless her, was really sympathetic, but they had discharged me and they couldn't do anything about that because it's the policy, and I understand that, but I was so upset because it just felt like another setback. So I got really upset on the phone and they had to transfer me to somebody because I was upset, because obviously they're a mental health charity. So I talked to someone and got booked in for another assessment. I've since had that assessment. That was probably about a month ago, my assessment, maybe a little bit longer, and I just had to talk to this psychologist saying what my issues were. They had to do the obvious safety checks, like asking if I had any suicidal thoughts, things like that. And from there, she had to ask the board, I think it was, like the referral board, because she wasn't sure whether they could deal with some of the issues that I was having, mainly the eating stuff. So I waited to hear back from them for about 2 weeks because she had to take it to a meeting and she missed a meeting and things like that. So I waited for them for 2 weeks, and then I heard back from her last week, a week yesterday, and it had basically, they think that they need to refer me out for the eating issues, and they're going to deal with the body dysmorphia, because they've put that label on it that it's body dysmorphia rather than just a body image disorder like the GP said. So they have put me on a waiting list for their services. Baby, they've put me on a waiting list for their services for, I think it was CBT, for the body dysmorphia, but they have asked me to go to a separate charity to talk about my eating issues and dealing with them. So I've had to self-refer to this other charity in Newcastle for them to talk to me about my eating issues. They've accepted my referral form and I'm just waiting for an appointment now for an assessment for them, because obviously I'll have to do another assessment because it's a different charity, and from then I'll just be on both their waiting lists for therapy. The therapy waiting list for Talking Matters is about 18 weeks minimum. She says it's probably going to be a bit more than that, and the other charity I have no idea for, so it could still be quite a while. From then, if I basically, whoever I hear from first, I've got to tell the other one that I'm having them, because they don't want you to be having 2 different therapies at one time because it's a bit intense. So I'm not sure if I have to then get took off the waiting list at the other place because I'm already receiving therapy. I wouldn't have thought so, because it's 2 different things, like specifically. So I don't know what happens from there, but basically I'm just waiting to hear back from them now. I just have to wait for the waiting list to be done, so it's still going to be a while. Baby, stop it. It's still going to be a while, and I'm not sure like how long of a time it's going to be, but I'm hoping the new eating charity is going to be a little bit shorter than the 18 weeks that it is with Talking Matters, because it's a long time to wait when I have such big issues with it. So yeah, that's kind of the update. In terms of how I'm feeling, it's definitely not getting worse. Like it's definitely not getting worse. I want to say the eating stuff's maybe getting a little bit better, but the rest of it, like my body image and my guilt around food, it's probably either staying the same or getting worse. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the minute. I just wanted to update you guys because I've had a few comments on my previous video about all of it, so I just wanted to be like completely transparent and just tell you guys where I'm at. And I am getting help, because I didn't want to put that out and then just like secretly never be getting help. So I am getting help now, and now I am just waiting and trying to deal with it myself for the time being. So yeah, that is going to conclude this video. I'm really sorry if it was ending on like a negative note. Like, I didn't I don't want you to feel like it's a bad thing, and I don't want you to watch this and think, oh my god, eating disorder, like it's really, really bad. It's like, obviously it isn't optimal, it's not great, but just talking about it isn't a bad thing, and me talking about it doesn't make me feel worse, if that makes sense. I'd rather talk about it so that people feel comfortable talking about it with other people than not talk about it and the video when I knew I wanted to tell you guys. So yeah, I hope you don't feel like it's ended on a negative note. I just wanted to let you know what was happening. So that is going to be it for today's Vlogmas. I shall see you in tomorrow's video. Oakley is finally quieting down, but he shall say goodbye. He's in his crate there, and I shall say goodbye. I shall see you tomorrow, chickpeas. I hope everyone's doing well.